G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing for a quickie, and today we take a quick look at trading the RSI, or the Relative Strength Index Period 2 strategy. Let's first look at a single trade, and we'll look at this trade here. It's a very small gain made. We'll look at this as an example. So here's the chart of the share price. So when this is the RSI 2 indicator on a 2 period, and down here we have the Commodity Channel Index 350 period. So what we look at doing is when that RSI2 breaks a bit from below the 10 mark, that red line here is the 10 mark, that's the 50, and that's the 90. So when it drops below the 10 and then it breaks above the 10, that's when we look at our first set and we buy the first number of shares. That's what that indicates there, number of shares bought. We bought 14 shares there for this. We let it go, and our exit point and exit strategy is when the RSI 2 breaks above 90, which it does there. That's where it breaks above there. So that's our single trade. It bounced up and down. That's the RSI 2 bounced up and down, and it exited above the 90 there. So we exit the trade. Our average down strategy, and this is our next level of entry. So we look at the same entry point. The RSI 2 breaks below the 10, then breaks above. That's our first level for a entry. So we enter the trade there. We enter the first number of shares there, and that there has entered 13 shares. Now the RSI goes up and down a bit. Now here the share price is a bit below the entry point. So when the share price is below the entry point, we look at averaging down. And the second level of criteria is when the RSI 2 breaks above the 10 again, but also in this case we're also including the CCI 350 has to be greater than 0, and that blue line there indicates the 0 line. So when the RSI 2 breaks above 10 and the CCI is in the positive above 0, we enter our second lot of shares in that point there. Now this a couple of days later, we exit the trade because now the average price has dropped a bit from our entry point. So we exit the trade at that point there. So you can see there we made a little gain. This is a profitability chart up here. The closing profitability was 176,717 if our baseline was 100,000, so 76,717. We opened up at 76,278. So we made about $500 odd, $400 to $500 odd in that little trade there over a few days. Here are the trading rules for the RSI 2 strategy. We enter the trade when the RSI 2 period crosses over the value 10 line. We exit the trade when the closing price is greater than the average price and the RSI 2 period crosses over the 90 line. We average down when the close of the day is less than the average price, and the RSI 2 crosses over the 10 line again, and the CCI 350 period crosses over the 0 line. The CCI 350 is only used to average down, that is, we don't consider it when buying the initial opening shares. Also, when we average down, we double the previous number of shares that we bought. To view the full analysis of this strategy and more on Pete's Investing channel, click on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.